Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to one of my favorite years, 95. Oh, no. That's actually the episode it is, and one of the best episodes of Years for Fears over here on the Preachcast. It's episode 95 of the Switch It Up Show, and today I am your host, Seth Trav, joined, as always, by our friend Glenn.
How are you today, my man?
I'm doing super well. I am still shaking off the great vibes from our Years for Fears countdown, which you can find here on our great network, where we counted down every year of my life and a horror movie from each year that we pretty much hadn't seen. It was great. It was fun. It was spooky, almost as unsettling as the game I reviewed today. But before we get to that, we're going to let these sweet, sweet beats ride.
Music's too good, my man. Music's too good.
The Anamana mixtape, aka the Switch It Up Show. That's right. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I reviewed a game called Tyd wag vir Niemand. I think it is $9.99, and you can get, I think, a couple gold coins when you purchase it digitally. I can't see it because I already downloaded it. A time-twisting, puzzle-platforming adventure through realms unknown and a world at stake. Manipulate time to your will at any moment to solve challenges, avoid deadly traps, and make it to the end of this strange journey. Tyd wag vir Niemand is an indie abstract adventure filled with mystical environments that will put your abilities to the test and engage you in a world of mystery and wonder. It is mysterious, and it is actually pretty wonderful. The graphics in this game were almost astounding. I was really, really blown away by the graphics. It is like sort of going through a Swiss version of Salvador Dali paintings, I want to say, because everything seems very uniform, but it's also very crazy and out there, like Dali's work. You use time sort of like you would in Prince of Persia. Instead of rewinding, you just sort of slow things down. It's first person, and there's a lot of instances where I want to say I would die and the slowed down time would stick. I was having issues with my Joy-Con still because I played Super Smash Brothers and broke the Joy-Cons again. So it was pretty difficult to do a lot of stuff with the... What's that?
What'd you do? What'd you do with the Joy-Cons?
I guess I push it too hard. I push the sticks too hard while I'm smashing. It's what I do. I just push the sticks too hard while I smash. It's a condition that I live with daily now because I have to deal with these drifting sticks.
Do you have a Pro Controller?
I don't have a Pro Controller, but I play, laying down. Handheld all the time.
Oh, you need that. I don't have one, but I always see people like raving about it, like that mount that you put on, like screw onto the bed, and then it like goes over your head, and you can suspend it in front of you.
Oh my god!
I feel like I could see you living by that.
I might.
Sorry,
that might be the next move. Oh my god!
You're like, I don't even need to hold this anymore. Go ahead.
No. So the music in this game is pretty creepy. There's no voice acting. It's all sort of odd, strange messages that you get from some like military something or other that tells you to go look at this machine. and you're not supposed to touch the machine, but then you touch the machine, and now you're in all this weird, wild stuff that goes through very emotional parts of your life in these odd labyrinthian puzzles. It's insane. It's absolutely insane, but I dig it. It is a little on the difficult side. Again, it might just be because of my Joy-Cons, or it might be because the game has some glitches that need to get ironed out. I want to say it's a little of both, just because of the fact that, like I said, I would use my time thing, I'd die, and the time thing would still be active when I came back in. I don't know. Seems odd. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the mood for an interesting, wild, mind-bending puzzle first-person game, Tyd wag vir Niemand is probably for you. So I am giving it a 3.5 out of 5.
That's a pretty solid score, my man. I like your pronunciation.
Yeah, try to look it up. It's Tyd wag vir capital N lowercase IEMAND.
I feel like the lowercase throws me off. That's what it is.
That's what did it.
That's it.
TYD. Jed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my game is going to be way more easy to pronounce. We're going to go with one-syllable words for both of this, and it's going to be puzzle book. Nice and easy.
Oh.
Rolls right off the tongue. No problem. So easy, like anybody can do puzzle book, and I feel like that is part of the appeal of this game. This game is, first of all, you want to talk about part of the appeal. Last week, I revealed wag vir, which is an awesome 2D side-scrolling game, but it was up there at $23.99. Well, you can go ahead and slash $20 right off of that price. We are back in the bargain bin. Puzzle Book is coming at you for only $3.99 on the Nintendo eShop. All right, so that's deal of the day right there. Let me hit you with a little bit of the synopsis, and I'll give you as much background as I can about this game, because it's very one-dimensional, but if this is what you're looking for, you might be in luck. If you're missing the magic of doing jigsaw puzzles, then you've come to the right place. Puzzle Book offers 34 different puzzles to solve, divided into themes, from fantasy to dinosaurs. Arts for this game were made by artists specialized in various styles. They are beautiful paintings of creatures, landscapes, or even simpler drawings for kids. There is something for everyone. Speaking of everyone, you can adjust the difficulty by selecting the number of fragments per puzzle, from 6 to 60 pieces. It's a great title for both children and adults. Add a peaceful music that plays in the background, and you've got a great relaxing afternoon. Are you hungry for some competition, or you just want to assemble pieces with friends and family? Try co-op mode. Just share a Joy-Con with another person and start doing puzzles together. That's ridiculous. It features 34 puzzles to solve, divided into themes. Each stage has difficulties from 6 pieces to 60. Beautiful arts created by various artists. Play solo or with a friend in co-op mode. Use the touchscreen or the Joy-Con controller. So, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it, Puzzle Book is just that. This is a collection of jigsaw puzzles. And kind of how this works is exactly like they said. You get to choose. First of all, you got to choose your theme, and you can go with fantasy, mystic beasts, animals, and so on and so forth. And you can choose whichever theme you want. And then from that, you get different pictures that you want to pick. If you want kind of like, what's that store in the mall that always sell East meets West? Do you remember East meets West?
East meets West.
So East meets West is kind of like a hippie store. They would sell incense and those things that fans of the Grateful Dead wear, that it looks like it's like a woven jacket, it's like that hippie looking thing. You know what I'm talking about? Poncho, yeah, but it's got a
alpaca fur poncho.
Yes, and on the walls are adorned with cosmic wolves, and stuff like that.
Howling at the moon sweaters.
Yeah, that's a lot of the artwork in this game. So,
Okay.
now there are other stuff, but if you go into fantasy / mythic beasts, get ready. It's like walking right into that store. I do think it's cool that you can kind of select how many pieces are in each puzzle. So yes, in that sense, it is pretty open to the difficulty. What I don't like at all is that, like, the puzzle pieces themselves, they are in the positions that they belong in the puzzle. You can use the touchscreen, but you just drag them into place. You can't rotate the pieces. And you also, like, this drives me insane. Like, each piece is like you can't like start to assemble the puzzle and then put it in place. They are snapped to exactly where they need to go. So if you try to drag a piece over to be like, oh, does this fit? It's just going to snap back. You can't start to assemble it. So if you're starting from the beginning of the puzzle and you chose 60 pieces, over on the right hand side you get to scroll through your pieces, and if you pick one of those pieces up to try to put it down to try to make sense of what's happening, if it's not in the right spot, like, it's just going to snap back. So
that's kind of irritating.
Super irritating. Now I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not good at puzzles. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm better in real life, but I saw the writing on the wall as soon as I started playing this game, and I was like, nope, six pieces, my man.
I'm not even interested in the picture.
I was like, I'm doing 6 pieces, and sure enough, even with like 6 pieces, I'm like, I drag it over, I'm like, all right, well, can I rotate it? Because I saw it says you can use the screen. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe if I can rotate the pieces, that would be pretty cool. And then as soon as you drag them over, you can't rotate anything. You just drag them back and forth. I'm like, what's the point of this? Like, super, I can't even imagine why you would want to have that be like a feature in the game. You would have to be some type of like savant level of intelligence to know exactly, like, they just throw it at 60 pieces. You got to know exactly where it goes from the beginning. And then even if you can't, that means you have to scroll down through this list of pieces until you get like a corner or an edge, and just hope you're in the ballpark. Like, I don't understand why you would do this to yourself. But maybe if you're playing with just 6 pieces, and you don't really want to struggle that much, or if you're looking for an extreme challenge with like ridiculous artwork, you might want to check out Puzzle Book. So either you can barely string a sentence together, and this game is for you, or you're a complete genius. There's no in between. Yeah,
my God,
Puzzle Book. It's $3.99 on the Nintendo eShop. The fact that I can't actually assemble the puzzle, I have to just put it in place or I get penalized for it. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's so bad, man. It takes part of the fun away, because when I make a puzzle, I'm like, all right, let me get a couple pieces together. Not in this game. Nope. You're either right or you're wrong right off the bat. That's how they do it.
It's like a virus spreading the way you normally create a puzzle, you know?
Very much so. And this game does make me a little sick, speaking of virus. But the price point is pretty good at $3.99. But I feel like it fails at what it's supposed to do, which doesn't really happen that often at this show. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this game a 2 out of 5. This is rough times. There's other puzzle games. Go buy them.
There are other puzzle games. There's definitely better puzzle games, like Glass Masquerade.
Oh yeah, that game's a
try that game out. I think I saw there's an expansion that is available for that. Maybe I don't know. 2 out of 5, not that good, and 3.5 out of 5 for the oddly named Tyd wag vir the game. Pick it up. Let me know what you think. If it gets boring, talk to @from the crib. He's our friend Glenn, or me. I'm @SethTrav. And until then, remember, you can always switch it up.